so today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing an autopsy on this. This is going to be the new transmission for the Nova. It's a TKO 600. I bought it from a buddy of mine, Chad, who had it behind a small block Ford with a pair of turbos on it, and he blew third gear out of this thing. So, poverty racing team. I bought this thing from him for just a couple $100. I'm going to put it back together, go with a custom bell housing and a few other things to try to put this behind the big block in my Nova. I'm not going to go into detail about how to rebuild these transmissions. There's a million YouTube videos out there on how to do that. Check out Gearbox Video. I think the guy's name's Paul Cangelosi, who does a full breakdown on how to deal with these things, how to take them apart, how to put them back together, how to diagnose broken stuff. I'm not as smart as him, so go look at some of those YouTube videos if you want to learn that stuff. Anyway, I'm just going to time-lapse tearing this thing down and we'll show you some of the damage. All right, so we just got done taking the tail shaft off, and as you can probably see, if you look in that oil, all of those metal shavings and chunks and bits and pieces, and we aren't even into the main case yet. There's even bits all the way up here. She is right properly fragged. Good work, Chad. Good work. All right, now that we got the top case off, it's time to have a look inside. And there she is, third gear, wasted. So, there's also a bunch of bits down here in the other gears. Looks like we got, never mind, we'll see. Just gonna have to go through one at a time. Look at all these gears, all these cones, all these synchros, and see if anything else is hurt. But yeah, third gear, and you can see down in there, counter shaft, there's all sorts of chunks of stuff down there. Oh yeah. All right, here we go, payoff. Oh man, what did you do? Well, she's parked. There are chunks, pawn chunks. The chunks have chunks that have chunks that have chunks. She's ugly. The good thing is the rest of the case doesn't look terrible. So we're gonna clean everything up, wire wheel all the bolts. Probably gonna have to Magnaflux this case and all the gears. This appears to be what's left of third gear and that counter shaft. It looks like all of the gears survived. Even Chad's fancy carbon synchros, focus, don't really look too bad. So I think all I'm gonna be out is the cost of a third gear, plus I'll probably replace that third gear blocking ring, a counter shaft, and I'm gonna go ahead and order an overhaul kit that includes all new roller bearings, all new O-rings for like here where the shifter rods go through. And that should do it. And this will be together and hopefully the Nova will have overdrive soon. So that'll make drag week and power tour and everything so much nicer. The expensive part is going to be that Lakewood bell housing that adapts the Ford bolt pattern here to the big block Chevy. I'm also going to need to run a different pilot bearing and a different clutch. But from what they were telling me, the factory clutch fork is still going to work. So we will just have to wait and see. That'll be part 2. Actually, part 2 will be rebuilding this thing. Part 3 will be putting it in the car. So that'll be the winter project. And the bikes are sitting. Don't forget to drive fast and take chances.